Good afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Today, Nathan Bell is going to give you his thoughts on the monarchy.
Yeah, well, I'll never understand these people who follow the monarchy, these people who are obsessed with the monarchy and the royal family. Why? Why are these people entitled to claim ownership of other people and to rule over other people? Because they were born into a family that, stole everything they own. As far as I'm concerned, the monarchy has stolen all the property in its possession. People aren't entitled to claim ownership over other people, over their lives, over their property, over their land, because of some sense that they are somehow superior or more important than others because they were born into a family. I never believe in kings and emperors. Nations should be republics, and I'm a Republican, and nations should be democratic. And leaders, in my mind, for a leader to be legitimate, they must be elected by the population of the country they serve the population. And leaders, the population doesn't serve the leadership serves the population, and that is what gives a leader legitimacy, is that the people who live in the nation they govern over chose them as their leader, because the nation belongs to the population of the nation. It doesn't belong to some family who feel they are superior and have some God-given right to rule. And a lot of this is about religion. A lot of these royal families around the world feel that God has bestowed them with the right to rule over others. What a load of rubbish. No, I'm absolutely a Republican. Nations should be democratic and leaders should be elected to be legitimate. And I definitely wish Australia was a republic. I hope we get the chance again to vote, and I hope we vote for Australia to be a republic. This is the thing about America. I try to always remember, for all my criticisms of America, I try to remember that America is a nation born from a revolution against the monarchy, which I support. And that's why fundamentally I support the foundation of America, because I support revolutions against people who claim that they own others. So I'm certainly not into the monarchy at all, and I don't understand these people who are obsessed with following the royal family like they're somehow special or above others, or that they're somehow better than other people. They're just human beings. What makes them so special that they are above others, or that they are entitled to any special admiration or respect because they were born? Being born into a family doesn't make you superior. It's such a ridiculous thing. I've never understood it in my life, and I never will understand it. So I'm definitely not a supporter of the monarchy. I believe all kings and emperors should be abolished and nations should be republics, and that leaders should be elected by the population of the nation. And even more so, leaders should be elected based on credentials, experience and skill. Leadership has to be earned. You can't just claim that you're a leader. A leader has to have certain qualities that make them fit to govern over a nation. So, being born into a family doesn't give you any special qualities or skills that make you a suitable leader. Leaders have to have the skill set and the ability to govern well and to make good decisions that serve the best interests of the population. But certainly members of the monarchy aren't interested in serving the population. They feel that the population serves them, and that is always the way with kings and queens and emperors. They feel that the population is there to live in servitude to them. But my view, as I said, is leaders live in servitude to the nations that they govern and the populations of the nations that they govern. So I'm definitely a Democrat, and I don't support the monarchy. So, all these funny people who are obsessed with following the royal family, I've never got into that, never understood that. Do they want to live in servitude? Do they want to be slaves? Do they want someone else to own them? Nobody owns me. I'm a free, independent man in a liberal democracy. Nobody owns me. Nobody will claim ownership of me. I have sovereignty over my own life, and nobody owns me. Some people, I think, want to be owned. I think they want to be controlled and dictated to, and I don't know whether that's lack of education or lack of knowledge, or they just haven't considered what's important in life, but people should be independent, sovereign entities who, as much as possible, govern over themselves and make their own choices and define their own lives. And they shouldn't be dictated to by other people. So I find the whole thing ridiculous, really. I've never been into the monarchy. I absolutely believe in overthrowing kings and emperors. I've written numerous songs about overthrowing kings and emperors, and I support the overthrow of kings and emperors. The whole thing, as I said, is just silly to me. I don't know what else to say about it, really. I think I've pretty much summed up my view on the monarchy, but hopefully one day Australia will become a republic and we will govern ourselves as a true democracy, run by the people who own the country, because they live in the country, and the choices that politicians make affect the population of the country positively and negatively. That's why leaders need to be elected by the people, and the people need to have a say in who the leadership is, and they need to be held accountable by the people, and they certainly aren't what would be the word, they certainly aren't devoid of, they certainly have an obligation to accept criticisms from the public. Throughout history, kings and queens have just dictated and not accepted any criticism from the public of the nations they are ruling. The proper system is that leaders are held accountable by the population of the nation. They're elected by the population of the nation, who choose them and then hold them to account to make sure that they're doing a good job, not these entitled people who just feel that they own others and have some God-given claim to a nation and to another person's sovereignty and freedom. So there's my thoughts on the monarchy. So drop a comment in the comment section about what you think about the monarchy.